So like we'll have a little bite and pass it back to you. You have a little bite and then we're
Yeah.
constantly like, do you want that last bite? Like neither one of us are ever like Hi! Hi,
Hello.
hello, how are you? I'm so happy that you're here. I have like almost all of my family here today. Here's
Almost
Kaya.
everybody.
Almost everybody. Here's Kaya. You guys are familiar with Kaya by now. And here is my fiance that I've mentioned several times. He exists, he's real,
I am a real person.
and he's going to be doing stories with me
Bye,
around
Kaya.
our theme. I know that was short lived. That was very short lived.
Love you all. Peace and good night.
He's going to be doing stories with me today surrounding relationships. I've gotten almost all of these stories from like, am I the asshole relationships or
Okay.
just am I the asshole? And I specifically looked up like relationship, like that relationship tag.
Okay.
So I'm curious to hear what you're going to
My
say.
opinions are going to be terrible,
I think
but
they're
I'll
going to
do my
be
best.
I think they're going to be very just like straightforward because I
Yeah.
think you think a lot of people are dumb. So
I don't think it's not that I think people are dumb. I guess I think a lot of relationship problems end up just having simple fucking solutions. So that maybe that's why I may come off that way, but we'll see.
we'll see. We'll see. But I think it's going to be funny. I think it's going to be good. I'm very excited.
I'm giddy with excitement.
And let's go ahead and get started.
Let's do it.
Okay. So, first story is coming from Am I the Asshole Relationships? It's 7 months old and it's coming from Angel Priya 0597. And it is titled Am I the Asshole for Thinking That About That's okay. The grammar?
We all know that grammar on the internet is not a thing. So we're just going to have to accept that.
Let me start again. Am I the asshole for thinking about breaking up with my 28 female boyfriend, 29 male, over something very inappropriate, he said.
Okay. So this is the female's
This
perspective
is the
talking
female's
about her
perspective.
boyfriend.
Yeah, she's 28 and he's 29.
I'm going to ask a lot of clarifying questions.
Hi, everyone. I, 28 female, recently had a birthday party where both my boyfriend, 29 male, and I got pretty drunk. Later that night, when we got home and things started to get intimate, he suddenly said that he got hard for my best friend earlier that evening.
Nothing gets sex going like telling your girlfriend I'm fucking hard for your fucking friend. Like this is going to be good.
Kaya, you've got to sit down. Like I cannot, we
Kaya,
cannot.
sit
You
down.
have got to sit
She just
down.
doesn't know what to do with
I
herself.
know, sit down,
Down.
mommy.
It's almost success. Almost a landing.
There
There
we
we go.
go. I was stunned and really hurt. Since then, he's apologized multiple times and told me it was a stupid, meaningless comment. He insists he doesn't have feelings for her and that he loves me. And honestly, I do believe he loves me, but I can't stop replaying it in my mind. I feel uncomfortable and kind of disgusted. It's affected the way I see him and our intimacy. We've had one breakup in the past. How long have these people been together? It doesn't say. God damn it. And there's been some pressure around settling down where I live, which makes this feel even heavier. I keep wondering, is this something people actually move on from? Or is this a red flag pointing to something deeper? I don't know if I'm overreacting or if this gut feeling is trying to tell me something. That's
I
the
just,
story. Please give me your insights here.
I mean, the first thing that comes to my head is like, why are you blurting this out? You know, there's this whole like inner life we all have, and maybe it's because of fucking social media that people just think they need to blast every fucking thought that comes into their head immediately.
Like, I got so hard for your friend
Yeah,
today.
why did that just come out of his mouth?
Why?
You know, even if that was true, some things should just kept again into your inner life,
Do you think that if that was true, that he should maybe consider do I actually want to be with my girlfriend or not?
Maybe well, for sure. I think that, like we've talked about this before, I think no matter how long you've been with a person, you are still a human being and you are still going to find other people attractive. That's never going to stop. It's all about in my opinion, the action you take on those things. Now, you getting hard or something about that, that's kind of involuntary. That's never fucking happened to me. Maybe I don't know. How old did
You
you say
don't
he
like any
was?
of my friends? You don't think any of them are
I
attractive?
think a lot of your friends are very pretty, but I just get fucking randomly hard about it. That's really taking it to fucking next
especially
level.
especially in the middle of us having our intimate time.
Especially then, I've never been that kind of person that's like thinking about other people when I'm having sex with the person I'm having sex with. I'm thinking about the person I'm having sex with. Now, getting back to this though, how old is he again? 20?
He's 29.
He's 29. So he's like an older person. He's not just like a 17-year-old who gets hard for literally anything. So it's kind of, I don't want to say inexplicable, but it's still kind of strange. But it kind of maybe begs the question of, are you still attracted to your girlfriend? Maybe that's what it is. But like you also said, they had a previous breakup.
I wish that we knew how long these people were together, because if they had been together for 6 months and they
Right.
broke up already and now he's saying this, I'd be like, yo, get out of here. Like, why are you still even in my face right now?
Hmm.
But if they've been together for, 2, 3, 4, 5+ years, I think maybe, I don't know if I,
I don't know if the length really, maybe it makes it worse. I think it does make it worse if they've been together for like a very long period of time. Kind of, right? Because like in the sense of, as your relationship gets, longer and longer, obviously like underneath people may start to think about, different like experiences. So maybe the probability of that happening increases, but like still. So maybe to your point, if they're like been only together for 6 months, then yeah, just break up with this dude, I guess, is the best advice. I think we lack a little context here. I wish we did know how long they've been together. Now, getting to her point though, she asked like, am I overreacting? Um,
she didn't ask, am I overreacting? She
oh,
said, am I the asshole?
okay.
She said, oh, you're right. No, you're right. She said, I don't know if I'm overreacting or if this is a gut feeling and it's trying to tell me something.
I think it's a good probably play if I were her to just, yeah, probably just move on because I think it is just, again, a fucking strange thing to just blurt out, So I just question his like thought process and maybe that translates to other aspects of his life. That
So
probably is a red flag or at least a yellow flag. I mean, it didn't sound like he banged this other girl, so there's that, I guess.
his saving grace. You didn't actually
Right.
have sex with her. You just
But
thought about
it
it.
could be a slippery slope, so yeah.
So if you're OP, you're breaking up with this guy.
Probably again.
I agree
Probably.
with you. I agree with you. I would be very, very, very turned off at the prospect of you're like, I'm in your arms and it's going down,
Hmm.
and you're like, your friend Jan? I got so hard for her
It's just
today.
such a weird
It's
thing.
just
It's just a weird
nuts.
thing. I don't know. It's like again, unless you guys share some sort of, mutual understanding about that or like you have this fetish about that, then and you've already vocalized it beforehand, but to suddenly just blurt it in the middle of sex is definitely not the play, fellas. Don't do that.
So let's move on to the top comments we have here. The first comment is, your boyfriend has no respect for you. When a person is drunk, they speak the truth because they have no filter. Consider whether it's worth staying in this relationship. I know your boyfriend may be interested in your friend. You won't forget what was said, and it's unlikely you'll ever trust him again. Next comment, I don't think I could move on from a comment like that. It would bother me if it was even about a celebrity or anything. But an actual friend from real life, yeah, no, I'd be done. And the last comment we have here is, while inappropriate, a stupid comment shouldn't be enough to ruin a relationship. Everyone does or says something stupid or inappropriate once in a while. If your feelings for each other are still strong, it's all good. Consider the big picture as well instead of one single thing. If there are other bad signs, you can start to think more. So,
I think that last part is actually true too. But again, I think it depends on like how long they've been together. If it's been less than a fucking year, then maybe this is a sign. But if yeah, if you've been together for like a long period of time, 3, 4, 5 plus years, yeah, anybody can fuck up and say something stupid. But again, I think it's weird that it happened when they were about to have sex or during sex. It's just kind of strange. But again, people are horny when they are having sex, right? So sometimes your brain isn't fully there. I don't know. Maybe the first comment I also very much agree with, in vino veritas, right?
mhm.
In wine truth or whatever. I think that's an adage for a reason. People I think do are their what is like their filters are down, right? Their inhibitions, right? So they're blurt out their innermost desires, right?
I mean, to kind of touch on that comment that I was bringing up earlier about the time frame, I'm starting to like agree with you. I think I originally was going to say, well, maybe the longer that you've been together, there's more to consider. There's more on at stake because you've invested more in the relationship. But the more that I'm sitting on what I was going to say, it's almost like even worse, I think. So I don't know. I feel like yes, people can say dumb things, people can
Mm-hmm.
say inappropriate things, something hurtful. I get it. Nobody's perfect. Everyone's going to mess up from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that there are certain things that are just like egregious.
Right.
And I think in the middle of like the most intimate thing that you can do with your partner,
Mm-hmm.
you're looking me in my eye and telling me that you got hard for my friend. I'm like, I just I just can't get
Yeah.
past being like, "Oh, okay, never mind. Let me turn over now." Like
Yeah.
and let's do another position. I just can't.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just can't.
Yeah. For sure. For
No.
sure. The people are with us
The
for the
people
most
are with
part.
us for the most part. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on to the next story here. This is also coming from Am I the Asshole Relationships.
Mhm.
This story is only 22 days old and it's from Technician Pitiful 319. And it's titled, Am I the Asshole If I Get Frustrated About the Same Thing? So, story goes, my male 31, girlfriend, female 29, of 2 years. Thank you for giving us the length of your relationship.
I'm always confused by these titles. Is this the female or the
This
male?
is the male.
The male posting about his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so my male girlfriend of 2 years consistently accuses me of looking at other women. It started about 6 months in, so for a year and a half, where she accused me of checking out another woman while I denied it because I wasn't. She didn't accept that answer and told me to tell the truth. Say I was even though I wasn't. She got frustrated to the point of screaming at me.
Wow. Okay.
This happened again at a Halloween party where, out of nowhere, she accused me of being attracted to a friend's wife. I was not. Initially, I was there for her and tried to console her, but recently I've gotten tired of being constantly accused of things I'm not doing and being hyper aware of what I'm looking at all the time when I'm around her. Tonight, she got mad at me for looking at a girl in a line we were in and then commented about I sat near her. I didn't even know who she was talking about. So, the last few times this has happened, I've told her if she keeps this up, I'm going to leave the house, hotel, date, wherever we're at.
Uh-huh.
She encourages me to leave, so I do. And then I'm the bad guy because I abandoned her.
You followed through with your threat? I can't believe it.
Also, to make this sound less one-sided, there are a few times where this has happened where I have lost my temper and screamed and thrown things in frustration.
Oh God. See, okay, well, I'll let you finish here because I had all these thoughts already lined up. This is why you gotta
You gotta let it
let
go.
it keep
You gotta
going.
let it go through. Not proud of it, but I did. Very not cool of me. Yeah. Very not cool.
At least he has some sense of like, what do you call it? Like introspection, like intrapersonal, like
I guess.
intelligence. And we talk about this all the time, how people
I'm
just
not.
have like completely lack, the ability of self-reflection. Not excusing the behavior, but I'm just saying it's,
At
attempting to,
least
at
there's
least he
that.
knows you did something bad. But anyway, keep going.
Last sentence here. Anyways, every time we talk or reconcile, I end up being the asshole. But am I when it seems to happen like 2 to 4 times per week?
You want me to go first?
Yes, please.
Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, initially my first thought was, oh my God, this girl is the thought police, right? So like we kind of said in the previous story, I think it's completely unreasonable for anybody in a relationship to demand that your significant other is
You should never have thoughts.
about anybody else. Like number one, it's impossible, and number two, it's unrealistic, right? I think it's a mark of maturity and also what do you call this? Trust, right? Trust and confidence, right? Your confidence in yourself, to understand that, yeah, like, I know my significant other loves me, and that doesn't mean that just because he happens to look at a man or a woman that everything is done. I think it's completely bananas. I almost it to it gives like high school,
Yeah.
and I think that's something people should just eventually grow out of. That said, I recognize we don't know what this girl's history is. Maybe she's been cheated on a lot in the past, and she carries that with her, and that may be true. But then at the same time, I'm like, okay, but this is something that you then need to work on,
Exactly.
right, for yourself, and figure out like, how do I build trust in other people again, and how do I also build up my confidence again, my self-confidence. That's what I was looking for earlier. um and then last thought is obviously like any sort of violence in any way, shape, or form, unless it's against tyrannical government.
Oh.
That's a topic for another day. No, but even then, like it's violence, like is in a relationship is inexcusable. I'm never going to be the kind of person that says like, like people lose your temper, right? Like that's always a thing. But to the point where you're like throwing shit around, like, no, man, you can't be doing that stuff. Like you have to have a fucking self-control of some kind,
Absolutely not. I read a story, I can't remember if it was last episode or the episode before that, where a boyfriend got mad at a girlfriend and he threw a pancake at her. We had an argument, and as I was leaving the room, he picked up a pancake that was cooking in the pan and threw it at my head.
Mm-hmm.
And that's unacceptable because I think the pancake specifically is unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
It's unacceptable to throw anything.
Wait, he threw a pancake at her?
A pancake at her.
God, okay.
But after he threw the pancake, he then hit her cat.
Okay, that's fucking.
So you see, it's like the pancake is
that's
the first
ground
step.
for violence, like
The
violence against them.
Is the next step is the animals, and then the next step is you,
Yeah,
and that's completely unacceptable.
If you hit my animal, we're gonna have a fight. Like a physical altercation at that point.
Yeah.
So that's that's what I was getting at before. Is like that's when violence, in my opinion, is acceptable, right? But at that point, it's self-defense, right? That's how I get it. It's like I don't believe in passivity. I think that I believe in like the ability, like if you are being accosted, you have to defend your fucking self. Or if your significant other or your pets are being accosted, you have to defend yourself.
Pancakes everywhere.
Other than that, though, other than cases of self-defense, violence should never be the answer. But in this, it sounds like he didn't, like, at least according to this man, right? He didn't throw something at her. He just threw things in a wall. Or did he actually say?
He didn't specify. He just said he lost his temper, screamed, and threw things in frustration.
Threw things. Okay. Hopefully not in her direction, because then that's a whole different level, right? But yeah, overall, with the exception of that part, I do think I'm kind of on his side in the sense of like, no, like it sounds like your girlfriend needs to see a therapist to work this out, you know, and he maybe needs to see a therapist for his anger issues potentially, right? Even though I get like the frustration of building and building and building, and then you know it releases violently like that. But yeah, it sounds like they both need help.
And that's why this episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. No, it's not. But yeah,
Please
no.
contact us, BetterHelp.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think that both of these people need to see somebody. I think there potentially could be an instance of his anger, and I'm not trying to justify someone throwing things and getting angry like to that capacity. I'm really not, but I'm also wondering, you know, when you keep poking and poking and poking and poking, it could eventually end up in just like so much pent up anger.
Right.
So I'm curious if he's never, ever, ever had like a temper or anger problems or anything, but because she's been doing this to him for a year and a half, like you said, 2 to 4 times a week,
Yeah.
every week for a year and a half, it could have gotten him to the place where he's just like, he just blew
He
up.
loses his fucking mind.
So maybe he doesn't necessarily need to see a therapist for his anger. I think they need to go to therapy together for like her insecurity and how they manage that. Like
Maybe.
what they can do to work on that together. I think she needs to see individual therapists
Yeah.
in and of herself. But I think that they potentially can go to therapy together. So maybe they can learn ways to communicate with each other so he's not pissing her off when
See,
he's like,
this
no,
this
I'm
is the
not.
kind of thing where maybe we'll disagree because I'm just like, you should just break up. Like if she's fighting you 3 to 4 times a week, that I mean, I'd want to jump off a building. You know what I mean? And that's no way to live. And I don't think that. I think the step one is that she needs to work on herself, you know, before she gets into any sort of relationship. I mean, I don't know, right? Love is a crazy thing, and if he really just still loves her, I get your point of like, let's go to couples therapy and let's see what happens. Maybe that is a good initial step, but man, if after like 2 or 3 months of that, if nothing's improved and you're still fighting 3 to 4 times a week, I think that's just grounds to this is not going to work out. This is an incompatibility, you know?
Right. I mean, I think obviously he cares about her a lot because this started 6 months into the relationship and they've been together for 2 years. So what he should have done was when this
Maybe he likes it. Maybe he likes getting yelled at.
You know what? Maybe that's really what it is. Maybe this gets him hard.
Maybe that's what gets him hard, yeah.
But no, I do think that when this started, he should have immediately been like, I think maybe there's something you need to go work on, like go see somebody. And if after going to months of therapy, it wasn't resolved, then break up.
Right.
But
there it is, folks.
that's it. Where's the gavel?
Yeah, we need to, yeah, you need props.
I need a gavel.
We need props for sure.
Oh my God, we haven't even read the comments yet. All right,
Oh,
let's
man.
get into the comments. Okay.
Let's go to just like the top comment.
There's a couple. It's short. First comment, 2 to 4 times a week? Nah, this is crazy.
See? Top comment. Maybe my opinions aren't so bananas.
Who would have thought? Nah, bruh. She's just one of those jealous types. My ex was like that for years. Like, if we were walking around and a girl walked by, she would pinch me. It was so annoying.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She's insecure and needs to get it under control. And last comment I'll read, not the asshole. I think that this is a good sign to walk away. So no therapy for this person. They just walk away, like Steven said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's couples therapy. This isn't couples therapy territory, man. This is breakup and you need to work on yourself. And good luck to the next guy down the line.
Oh, man.
Or girl, whoever it happens to be.
Whatever you like. We're allies here.
So once again, we're what is it? 2 out of 5, and the people are once again with us.
All right, next story. Oh, well. I feel like I was just like that Britney girl. No. Anyway, it's from Am I Overreacting? It's from Diligent Choice 9828. This is 4 hours old from when I pulled it.
Okay.
Am I overreacting? I broke up with my boyfriend over fries.
I think we all know where this is going.
She's not overreacting.
We'll see.
Can you pass me my coffee for a second, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
Coffee? Yeah.
Coffee.
Coffee. We love coffee in this house. I am definitely 100% fucking addicted. Yeah. It's so good. I wish I had more. I'm not going to steal from yours, though.
Thank you. Okay, so story goes, I want to preface this by saying this story isn't the only reason I left him, but was a big reason.
Okay.
To start off, we were both out all day and super hungry. So we decided to go get burgers at this well-known place. We go and we have to wait 20 minutes for a table, which is fine. We get said table and we start ordering, and we order a burger each, and I asked for 2 fries. The waiter said fries are huge and 1 would be enough, so I said, okay, that's fine. He said, this is the last call for orders though, so no ordering after, but we didn't want anything else. So our burgers came, and so do the mountain of fries. Oh, I love mountain of fries. It's like a dream come true.
Yeah. You should always, restaurants, if you're out there listening, always over fry. Mm-hmm. Always over fry. Don't under fry.
Five Guys does it right. They just give you that dirty bag. And they
You're right.
Yeah.
They just fucking
it's
stuff
this
that
massive bag of greasy fries, and it's like the best thing ever.
I think this is probably the most American thing we're going to say on this. It's like, give me more fucking fries.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ.
I want to unhinge my jaw, and I want the mountain of fries to slide down my gullet.
Yeah, but we always have a disagreement about fries because she likes soggy fries, which is absolutely insane. And I know the people out there are going to be with me on this. You want crunchy fries, man.
No,
Crinkle
that's
fries.
essentially potato chips at that point.
No, I don't mean that like
That's
crunchy though.
That's what you mean.
I just like crunchy exterior, soft interior.
It works out great though, because you can have the crunchy fries from the mountain of fries, and I can have the soggy fries.
There we go.
There you go. It's
We've
perfect.
reached an accord.
Equilibrium. The balance.
The balance has been reached.
They're actually a huge portion, so okay, great. My ex, super hungry, just goes straight to eating, no talking. Just like food flying everywhere. While he's eating, he grabs a handful of fries and stuffs his mouth with it. Then another handful and stuffs it in the burger. Takes a bite of the burger and repeats.
This makes me think of that. What was it? Mad TV skit that you showed me. Oh my God! Where that dude just keeps. It's like Thanksgiving or something. This is what I picture in my head right now.
I love something.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Oh, that hit the spot.
Good. Well, there's plenty left.
Don't mind if I do.
Okay.
I got it.
More?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, these are good.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and clear the plate then.
Hit me again.
Very well. Tray me the potatoes, please.
Oh, yeah.
More food, we'll get them more. Well, that's it for the potatoes.
I'm so full I can't breathe.
Of course, I could go make another batch.
Do it!
You're hurting me.
Bill, you don't know what you're doing.
I know exactly what I'm doing. Why are you talking?
Oh my God!
I'm gonna see if I can insert a clip.
You 100% should do that because it's great.
So he takes a bite of the burger, he's shoveling it in, and keeps repeat until all the fries are gone.
Oh
I ended up eating like 5 from the mountain.
Now I see. Now I see why. Initially, I was like, yeah, she's overreacting. Now,
No, you see?
we'll see. Grounds for divorce.
Okay. So I'm like, what the fuck? We're sharing these fries and he doesn't even have me in mind. So I tell him, you ate all the fries and left none for me. And he says, well, look how quickly you ate your burger and I just finished mine. So, so
What?
I'm like, because you were stuffing the burger in your mouth with the fries. And he says, you have sauce on your lips in an attempt to embarrass me.
That sounds like deflection from the point.
Was he being silly?
Your Honor, deflecting.
Was he being silly? Maybe, but this actually pissed me off. I thought to myself that no way my future husband would act like this. Even when I go out with my friends, family, etc., we leave some for others. It wasn't really the fact that I didn't get any fries, but the thought behind it and the lack of manners for someone he cares about. Am I overreacting?
Well, like, I'm sorry. Did she say like she's breaking up with him?
She broke up with him already.
Oh, because of the fry. We're assuming the
Yes.
fry. Well, she said also because of other things. This is a cherry on top. So, if this was in
On top of
isolation,
the fry mountain.
right on top of the mountain, the fry mountain. So because she prefaced it with like this is on top of who knows what, I can sort of see this as like the proverbial, breaking the camel's back, right? Because like it shows just a lack of empathy, dude, which is a serious problem in our society, right? Lack of empathy and just like individualism and self-interest are serious problems in our society. And this is just a small micro reflection of that. Granted, I can understand being very hungry. Like I there have been points where I've been very hungry and I like, can get like a little like hangry about it. But it never crosses my mind of like, I'm just going to eat, like, especially if we had come to the agreement, like, why didn't you just get 2 fries
Because
if
the
you were
lady
both really
said
hungry?
it was a mountain of fries.
Oh,
She's like,
right,
it's
right.
enough for you to
Fry
share.
mountain. I forgot.
Fry mountain.
Fry mountain. Right. So like, dude, have some self fucking control, right? Or like, which I think we do a lot is like, even if we like share something, we like divide beforehand. I think that's a very good idea. Just fucking divide the thing beforehand. That way you don't even have to think about it. But because otherwise, like, yeah, you need to like be cognizant of like, there's another person here and they want fries too. So I don't think she's overreacting. I think it's kind of an asshole thing. But again, we have no idea what this dude did in the past, right?
Ate all the fries.
If there's a consistent pattern of over fry eating, then yeah, again, it could be maybe there's other patterns of like self-interested behavior, right? That and I would never want to be with somebody who exhibits those traits for sure.
Absolutely not.
Do you want some water?
Yes, please.
You got it. You should just keep it by you. That way you can sip it. You're the one doing all the reading, There you go. Maybe we should just get you like one of those hats that you wear, and then it just has like the straw into your mouth.
Oh my
I think
God.
we should invest in that.
That's great. That's fantastic.
You know exactly what I'm
I
talking
put my
about.
the logo on it.
There you go. We're gonna get funnily enough merch. I don't know what the fuck you call those things. Water cooler hats? I don't know. People know what I'm talking about. Pretty sure it's like a fucking water boy. Well, that's like a camelback. I think he's got, which is like the back.
Oh, yeah, with the book bag
The
that
book
has, like,
bag.
the straw.
But that's not what I want. I want you to wear the hat. I think it's like for beer, really. I think it's for
so.
normally for beer, which is something we could also explore. Funnily enough, drunk version.
Every time you like disagree with a comment, you
take a drink. Yeah, take a sip.
That's great. I think something else that we do when we're eating is I think you and I are very cognizant of the other person. So like we'll have a little bite and pass it back to you. You have a little bite and then we're constantly like, do you want that last bite? Like neither one of us are ever like I'm just like fucking going crazy.
It's because we love each other.
It's because we love each other and we care.
And we care.
But,
Guys, you have to start by caring.
You have to. It's the first step.
It's the first step is you should think about the other person. person.
You should. But let's, first of all, I agree with you. I
Yeah.
think that this is probably a, what's the word I'm looking for here? You know what I'm thinking about. This is a
Selfish,
no
asshole.
no
Dick?
yes yes actually yes, but no, I think this is not the first thing, right? This is probably
Oh, like a series of
yes
behaviors,
yes
right?
like
Like a
he
pattern.
does a pattern of
behavior.
behavior where he does this kind of stuff all the time, and she was like, again, this was the fry that broke the camel's back, and I'm over it. But let's read these comments to see if people don't agree for some crazy bizarro world.
Hey, like I said,
reasoning.
we're 2 for 5 so far. Let's see.
The bigger picture is you ordered fries to share and he ate essentially all of them. Would a friend do this to you? It's not considerate, not overreacting if this is his usual behavior. The next comment, the final straw that led to my divorce was over noodles. I totally understand.
Man, food is a ground for divorce.
I'm telling you, people don't want you to mess with their food.
I know. That's why I always err on the side of caution. Just like, let's just get one for each, right? If you recognize this in yourself. But again, goes back to an earlier point too. A lot of people lack self-awareness.
I think, when I reflect on myself, I think for the most part, I am easygoing. I don't think I'm very prissy. I don't think that I'm like,
What's mine is mine, and what's yours is mine.
Right?
I don't think that I can be, I mean, I could be crazy in other ways, but like weird ways, not like you're.
She's a little weird.
I think that food, though, is something that I can get a little prissy about. Like the Tres Leches incident.
Oh my God. She ran out of me on a trip. Or no, was it you did? No, that was a different day.
It was a different day.
That was
But that was in a restaurant.
That was in a restaurant. She's done it to a couple of times where she like breaks out into tears because she's just very emotional person. Not because of anything I did, but any onlooker around would clearly see this beautiful woman leave this table in like a huff and crying, and it's like, what did this fucking guy do? And I'm like, I didn't do anything, I swear.
I cried over pancakes.
She did.
I ran away from the table crying about pancakes. So like I get it. Food can be a problem.
Right.
And again, these
Can be a
weren't
trigger.
instances, yes,
Can
these
be a
weren't
trigger.
instances where you ate my food, but like I was expecting food and like
Right.
the food was not there and I was upset. So I can
You
imagine.
came in with like this expectation that this pancake was going to exist and they weren't there, and that made her very sad.
So I'm gonna cry thinking about it right now.
We will get those pasties pancakes one day. Pasties, if you're watching this,
Please send me pancakes.
send us pancakes or send us the recipe. Pasties is a great restaurant down in back where we're from, Miami. If you're ever down there, it's Wynwood, right? Mm-hmm. So good, and I think there's one in New York too, from what our friends are telling us.
Incredible.
We love you, Alexa and Cass. Yeah, pasties, excellent.
So good. Next comment. Cheese dip was a huge fight for us. I brought it from my favorite place and left it in the fridge. He took it out, ate 3 bites, and threw the rest in the trash. Well,
Wasteful.
he called me crazy for being so mad about cheese dip, but it wasn't the cheese dip. It was the disrespect and tossing of my food.
Disrespect against the cheese.
Like, what? He's like, I don't like this, but even though I didn't buy it, I'm tossing it.
Right.
Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Could you imagine could you imagine being in the office, you've had a long day, your stupid boss is yelling at you, you've got all these like emails and memos and all this stuff, and then you're like, oh my God, I can't wait to go home and have my cheese dip. And you get home and the cheese dip is in the
gone.
trash, and your boyfriend's like,
That cheese dip was trash, garbage.
yeah, no.
I'd throw him in the trash.
Unless it was like moldy or something, don't throw away other people's shit. What the hell? It's crazy.
And then last comment I'll read. I mean, it's not really about the fries, just say it's about him being inconsiderate, which like she did kind of preface, this isn't really about fries. This is like the final thing. But yeah, no, she's not overreacting. She got rid of him. I wish you all of the fries and happiness in the whole world.
Go get yourself a bucket of fries.
With haste.
Hey, we're now 3 for 5. We're winning now at this point, so it doesn't matter what the people think after this.
Okay, second to last story here. This is coming from Am I the Asshole? It's 15 hours old from Free Butterfly, and it is titled, Am I the asshole for refusing to sign an NDA from an ex?
An NDA from an ex? What?
Years ago, I briefly dated my boss's boss while working on a political
This
campaign.
is already this is already bad. But okay.
I was 22 at the time, and he was 24 or 25. I was expecting older.
Hmm.
It was really intense and didn't end well. Basically, I was looking for a relationship. He just wanted to hook up, and it took me about 3 to 4 months to figure out that he was just feeding me lines to keep me around. Once I realized that, I broke up with him. He took it terribly. He's a dick. The campaign ended a couple of weeks later, and I figured I'd never have to see him again. He ended up going to law school and staying in politics. He's now an elected official and has been reelected a couple times. He's gone viral a couple times and gets really positive media coverage. I remember from our dating days that he has big political aspirations, and he's built up quite the network, so I think he can go far. Welp, I kind of figured this would eventually happen, but recently a member of his team reached out asking me to sign an NDA. It makes sense because I certainly have memories of him admitting things to me, as well as my own direct experiences that weren't flattering. Campaigns are super intense, 100-hour work weeks. Jeez, Jesus, this is slavery. Without a single day off for months at a time, people end up doing crazy things to win. I got the impression, even back then, that he was surprised and nervous about how much he opened up to me. I thought I was just having deep conversations with someone I really cared about. It took me way too long to realize he wasn't really capable of caring about me. I don't really blame him for how he was back then. He was an arrogant young man, and I was an inexperienced, naive young woman, and we were both under insane pressure. I certainly learned a lot about myself and humanity from the 8 months I worked alongside him. I moved on and don't hold anything against him today. That was a long time ago. I wonder how long. It just says years ago. I'm very curious about when this was. At the same time, I don't really want to sign an NDA. It doesn't seem fair or necessary. And who knows, there might be a day someday where he says or does something relevant that makes me want to share something. I think free speech and accountability are important, and I have no idea what the future holds. But I also don't want to be a jerk. I have no plans to say anything anyway, so not signing would just cause him unnecessary stress. He always said I was difficult, and this seems like playing into that narrative. Am I the asshole if I don't sign?
So I wonder if this is like national politics or if this is like some sort of local politic or whatever. Um, Arrogant politician, huh? Who would have thought?
Who'd have thought?
Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I get, I guess, why he wants an NDA because it sounds like he's obviously kind of elevating, to maybe he's going from state to national politics or whatever, and who knows, he doesn't want a bunch of skeletons, coming out of his closet. And I say, fuck that. Don't sign that shit. Hold these politicians accountable, right? Like, I would say like there you have to draw a line, right, between like the personal and the non-personal. But I don't think you should sign it. I don't think you should just muffle yourself. I don't think you should come out and say something personal about him. Something that was shared intimately, right? I think those are things that you should keep private. But I don't know if like you know that there was something shady that happened in the past politically, like during a campaign. I think that it behooves yourself as a good citizen to like report on those things, man. There's so much. Man, I could go down a rabbit hole that I'm not going to go down here, but to just cut it really short, like I think there's a serious issue in America. If this is in America, I'm assuming it is in American politics, and one of those things is not holding our politicians accountable, and there being no levers to do so. We're so disenfranchised. So I say fuck that. Don't sign it. I don't think you're an asshole. What do you owe him? They're not together, right? Did they say they're still
They
together?
broke
I don't
up.
remember now.
They broke up.
No. So then why? Don't do it. Absolutely not. And I don't think you're an asshole.
I have a thought for you, a question. If you were in this predicament where you were dating a woman, you guys broke up, and now she's running for office, whatever. Let's say she was like the nicest person. Like everybody loved her. Nobody had any bad things to say about her. She was like so sweet for the people, all that great stuff.
Okay.
And you guys just broke up because, I don't know, she just didn't want to be tied down, whatever.
Okay.
If she sent you that NDA, would you sign it, or would you feel like you feel the same way and you're like, no, I'm not signing
So you're
it?
asking, this person's a nice person. She
Like
sends
that
me
you,
an NDA.
because this in this relationship, she said that he was not the nicest. She didn't flat out say he was this terrible, horrible person with all these hidden secret skeletons. She says that she doesn't plan on saying anything about him anyway, but she just wants to know she can if she needs to.
Yeah, I
but
don't
if
know.
you don't have that background of like this person you're dating, like being a bad person, like you have nothing but great things to say about them, but they were like, just to cover my bases, like if I got pulled over by the cops and you know you didn't do anything wrong, but you're like, I want my lawyer, even though you didn't do anything wrong. Like this person is just, I don't want anybody to have the potential to say anything about me. Would you sign it?
I don't think so. I mean, why? If you're a nice person, and we're cordial, why don't you just trust me not to say anything private? But like, I guess I don't really. I'm struggling with understanding the concern. Like, it to me, it screams like you have something to hide. You know what I mean? So if you have nothing to hide, you should have nothing to worry about. I don't think it's the same thing as. I know people misconstrue this and say like, well then. Why? That's the same argument people make about like the Patriot Act. Like if you have nothing to hide, the government should be able to listen to you. I don't think this is the same thing. This is like an invasion. That's an invasion of privacy, right? But if you are an elected official, you are beholden to the public, right? Again, there's a difference between your private life. Like, should she go out on a microphone and tell everybody about his private fetishes? No, I think that's fucked up.
About him getting hard for her friend.
Right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that has any relevance, right, to the public. But if there is something egregious that comes out, right, about him that, like, I don't know, he misappropriated campaign funds to use it to fund a fucking yacht or some shit, then no, you should say some shit about that, right? And an NDA would prohibit you from doing it. So in my opinion, no, don't sign fucking NDAs. Like if you can help it, why would you put yourself in that position?
Yeah, I was just asking you to see if your opinion would change, but I
Because
don't.
if the person is nice,
Right, I was just
Yeah.
asking to see, but I agree with you. I also would be like, why should I? What did you tell me that's so bad that I shouldn't
Right.
be able to say something if I need to say something?
Right.
Why are you scared? Um, OP does add, I forgot to mention that the NDA didn't come with any offer of money. It was just strongly worded with intimidating language. Oh my God. Even with that, especially,
go.
I'm not signing that shit. But she also says, I could counter with a demand for money, but that just feels like throwing my morals out the window entirely. I don't want anything to do with this.
Yep.
Yeah, no. Absolutely not. Let's go ahead and read some of these comments. If nothing you experience was illegal or unethical, it's interesting that his team feels the need to lock you into silence now. Exactly, that's the part that gives me pause. If there's truly nothing problematic there, why the scramble now to make it legally quiet? And someone responds, because he's about to make a big move. That's the only reason a fling from that many years ago becomes relevant. She hasn't said anything until now, and besides, until now, if she had said anything, he must have believed it wouldn't matter or he would have dealt with the risk sooner. His people are trying to tie loose ends now before they become problematic in whatever big political career move he plans next. Maybe he's just been made mayor or governor and is worried about people blackmailing him for favors. The timing is relevant. That's what my instincts are screaming here.
There you go. Yeah. This is like, again, I get the political calculus of it, right?
If
But-
you were running for office, you would do the same thing.
No, because I have nothing to hide. I really don't. Maybe one day I will run for office. Who knows?
You
But
should. I think you should.
but I wouldn't force my friends and family to, sign NDAs.
I'm not signing shit.
Nor would I expect you to. Because again, I think that if you have good opinions on things and have the best interests of the people at heart, then you shouldn't require such things. Right? That's my thoughts on the matter. Case closed.
Okay. I'm sad. This is the last story. Are you sad?
I'm a little sad. At first, I was a little nervous about this, but now I got into it.
Yeah. All right. So last story here. This is coming from Am I the Asshole? This was 44 minutes old when I pulled it. So let's see how that goes. It is titled, or it's from Hefty Ad 9186, and it is titled, Am I the Asshole for Wanting to Leave My Boyfriend Because His Sister is Obsessed with Ruining Her Ex's Life and His Family Just Excuses It?
Okay, so wait. She wants to leave her boyfriend because the sister of the boyfriend wants to ruin the boyfriend's ex's life?
No. The sister of the boyfriend is obsessed with ruining her ex's life. So you and I are dating, and you have a sister, and your sister dated Brian, and her and Brian broke up, and now your sister is obsessed with ruining Brian's life.
Why does this affect her at all? That's weird.
We'll find out in the story.
I guess we need to read this because I'm like, that has nothing to do with you. But okay, go ahead.
But if you remember, the title says his family just excuses it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we gotta get into the meat.
So,
the meat and potatoes.
Yay! More fries, potatoes.
It all comes back to big potato.
Mountain of fries. So OP is 30 female and her boyfriend is 32 male. I've been dating my boyfriend, 32 male, for about 6 months. Oh boy, it's a fresh one. Ripe. He's kind, supportive, and we get along great. But his sister, late 20s, she doesn't know how old his sister is. Oh, I have a hard time with ages. I don't know how old anybody is in my life. They're like, how old's your mom? I'm like 29? Like, younger than me.
Yeah, I don't remember like people's ages. Like I have to think about it. It's not like I just have it off the cuff.
No, yeah, I'm bad with birthdays. I'm bad with ages. I'll look at a 2-year-old. I'm like, how old are they? 9? Like,
oh yeah, no, children especially. Like it's very hard to tell how old children are. Like sub 10 years old, it all blends together. Like I think between like 4 and 10, oof, that's hard.
Can you drive yet? But his sister, late 20s, has me increasingly concerned about the relationship. From what I've gathered, she cheated on her ex, he left her, he ended up doing well afterward, and she's gone scorched earth on him ever since. She's hooked up with his friends, spread lies to turn people against him, and basically destroyed his social circle. It's no harmless drama. It's stalking, harassment, and revenge disguised as gossip.
Okay.
I know this because she openly brags about this to me. Like she's proud of how much trouble she's caused him. What really freaks me out is how my boyfriend and his family respond. They all know what she's doing and just shrug it off because
that's how she is.
Or
she'll calm down eventually.
I've told my boyfriend it feels wrong to watch her do this and pretend like it's not a big deal. I also can't help but think, if she gets mad at me one day, what's stopping her from going after me the same way?
Okay, now it's all coming together.
He just reassures me it's her problem and it won't affect us. But I'm not convinced. I really like him and could see a future here, but this family dynamic is starting to scare me. Am I the asshole for thinking about walking away?
Okay, so now it clicks a little bit more. And just to be clear, the sister's ex-boyfriend, where she's now like trying to ruin his life at every moment she can, he cheated on her.
She cheated on him.
Okay, so why is she going?
Because she's crazy.
So she cheated on him, and then for whatever reason,
I'm leaving you, and she's like, I'm going to ruin your life for leaving me.
Okay,
you should have accepted me cheating on you.
So she's clearly a malicious angry person. Because I was gonna actually say something completely different. If it was the other way around, like if he cheated on her and she's suddenly very, very angry and wants to like get revenge.
Then it's okay.
No, I was gonna drop some Buddhist wisdom here about like anger, is like a holding on to a burning coal. It only burns you. Let that shit go, basically. But this is not the case. She did some sort of malicious action. He rightfully was like, you know what? That's awful. I'm leaving you. And now she's just like, I don't know,
Scorched
just deciding to just like ruin his life for leaving her. That's fucking crazy, man. She's like an angry, awful person, it sounds like. And yeah, I would hate to be this poor man if this is true. Like, Jesus Christ, man. I don't know. Get a restraining order, dude. It sounds like maybe, yeah, get a restraining order and like maybe consider moving to a different city. If it's that serious,
That's really rough, especially like.
We're giving advice to this other dude that's not even posted.
I know, right? I was gonna say like that's not
going
even
off
what
the
we're
topic.
talking about.
I know. Sorry, going back to
no. I want to finish this thought to this guy though
Okay.
first. Like, I have this like fear, this my true crime and people being obsessed and like stalking and things like that, because people have stalked and done crazy things to people for a lot less. There are people who you were nice to some guy at the gas station one time and he's figured out where you live.
Now you're my wife.
He's following you. Somebody wrote, I listened to a story the other day, this woman who was working with this guy. Like, she never really talked to him. They worked in like the same department, but they never really talked to each other. She went away on like some kind of leave. So she was gone for a couple of months. And she thinks that maybe he thought she wasn't coming back, because when she came back, she found out that he told the whole office they were married.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
That's
I always
insane.
have this fear of like, what if I'm nice to someone one day and they like become this crazy stalker, and now I have to like change my whole life,
No,
move
but
cities
I don't know.
because this crazy person is like,
Yeah, but I don't think
whatever.
that should like prohibit you from being like a nice person.
Right. I mean, that's not going to prohibit me from being a nice person. I'm going to keep smiling and waving at everybody. But I'm just thinking about this poor guy, like tying it back to him, that he dated this terrible person. And now she's hell bent on ruining his life because she's a terrible person.
Because she like
And
he
now-
held her accountable to her own fucking actions.
And
it
now
sounds
he
like.
has to consider like moving because she's.
I just don't know what
so-
you do in
that's
this
nuts.
situation, right? Like other than like the only legal recourse is like a restraining order of some kind, just so she can't come near you. But if she's like ruining the people around you to like inadvertently ruin you, like I don't know what you do, very hard. But anyway, getting back to this girl, I can understand being concerned, right, about this, especially if the family around her is like, I mean, it didn't sound like they were cheering her on. At least I don't remember you saying something
Not
like that.
cheering her on,
But not like-
but being like, she'll get over it eventually.
Right. Yeah. I guess maybe her underlying concern beyond the fact that like what if you get on her, like if you become on her bad list, right? Get that. But almost like if like what if the boyfriend does something bad and like the family's not, he's going to automatically take his side. So I get that. However, I think that it's, in my opinion, a little too early to tell. Like the boyfriend, the brother is not the sister, right? Like the sins of the sister should not fall to the brother. You know what I mean? So I think it's, in this case, I think that it is too early to tell. I think like you shouldn't leave him just because of some batshit thing that his sister is doing,
I hear you. I can't. Everybody has a family, and every family has drama. And if you love someone to a certain extent, you're going to accept a certain amount of drama.
Sure.
But at the same time, it's not like, oh, his sister's really like, needy or something, or she, is really chatty and kind of clingy and it's annoying, but we deal with it. Like, this is a woman who is stalking and harassing someone and basically destroyed his social circle. She could have like got him fired from his job if she calls up the job saying this guy like essayed me or something, like I would be so concerned that this is a new relationship for OP. They've been dating for 6 months.
Right.
This might not be your guy. You guys could break up. And even if you guys break up amicably, if the sister is like,
Like, no, it wasn't. I hate that bitch.
She could come after you. She
I
could come
guess.
after if your friend happens, you guys are all together at a party one day and a friend of yours does something she doesn't like. She could be like, I'm going to ruin that person's life. She could potentially do this to you or anyone in your life if she decides that whatever they did that she doesn't like is like now this
I
person's
can
on her
see
shit
that.
list.
I can see that. I get what you're saying, like in the sense of like, what if you, right? Like, what if you, in the course of a relationship, it gets longer, and for whatever reason, 3, 4, 5 years down the line, you guys end up, like you said, breaking up for whatever reason, and suddenly she just hates you now, and like now you're on her shit list. So that I kind of get that. I kind of get that concern now. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if she indicated that she talked to the boyfriend about it, but maybe I would start there. I'm very curious about what people are saying because it's hard. This one is the most difficult one. This is like I think the one that's not as I feel as clear cut as the last 4.
I feel like she has talked to him about it because she mentions here he, boyfriend, just reassures me that it's her problem and it won't affect us.
Oh, okay.
So
So
she
she
has
did.
brought it up to her boyfriend. I'm concerned that your sister's behavior is alarming. Like, what if this ever comes back to us for whatever reason? And he's just like, nah, it's fine. That's
I mean,
just
what else?
Kelly.
What is he? What else is he gonna say though? You know, like
He could say Kelly's behavior is completely unacceptable, and I'm not gonna have a relationship with my
got
sister
it.
if she's acting like
yeah,
this.
right. He could have acknowledged, right? He could have acknowledged that what she's doing is wrong, and she's not. So I get that. Okay, for sure, for sure.
You
What
want to
did,
know my opinion?
yeah, oh, I thought you were giving it that she's not overreacting.
I don't think she's overreacting. I don't think
Yeah.
she's the asshole. I think if I was dating someone, hypothetically speaking, if I was dating someone for several years and their family member had some kind of mental switch and they started acting crazy, that's a different story. I'm already in it. I'm sticking with you, even though this person is doing crazy things. But I think early on in a relationship, that, like, you know,
There's no strong
3 to
commitment.
6
Yeah.
month period, even up to a year, if you show me crazy things, I'm gonna believe you. And I'm gonna, what is it that I'm gonna do? I'm gonna run away. I'm not gonna stick around for this. I'm not gonna see something that is alarming and crazy. Again, it's not like, you know, his sister, you know, likes to gossip a little bit, but the gossip's pretty harmless. Or the sister, again, is like a little needy and like she calls the brother every day to talk for an hour and it's kind of annoying, but whatever, I'm going to deal with it. This is a woman that is, she has the potential of like, again, like seriously demolishing someone's life because she doesn't like that they held her accountable for something that she did. And even if it was the other way around, where the sister's boyfriend cheated on her and so she got pissed,
Right.
I could understand wanting to seek some level of revenge. But this, where she's like spreading lies to him about everybody that she knows, she's hooking up with his friends, she's basically destroyed his social circle again. Like she could go after like his place of employment. Like that's a whole nother level of like wanting to get
Yeah,
revenge.
I get
against
it. I get it.
someone.
This girl's trying to play chess here.
No.
She's seeing a couple of moves ahead and is like, "Yeah, this doesn't look good."
doesn't
I
look
get
good.
it. So yeah, maybe I changed my opinion about this. I think that, yeah, maybe she sees where this is going and doesn't like where
I would not want to
doesn't
be
like where
involved.
this road is taking her. What do the people say?
The people say the drums, not the asshole. Reasonable to feel uneasy when harmful behavior is normalized by the people closest to it. Another, not the asshole. Generally speaking, if you want to marry someone, you marry their family too. So if they're throwing red flags and you're trying to build a future, this guy isn't the one to build it with. At least you found out pretty early. Hopefully you're able to move on peacefully. It's scary behavior, and the family enabling it is a huge red flag. If they excuse this now, what else will they excuse later?
Right. Okay. Yeah. See, I came around. I was convinced. You convinced me.
Yeah, no, this girl's crazy. She's unwell.
She is unwell.
But again, sadly, that was it, you guys.
all
That's
done.
it. It's all
It's
done.
over.
That's all I have. It was a pleasure having you, sir.
It was wonderful.
Wonderful.
This was fun.
It was good. I'm so happy.
Good.
We're going to be having him more, so I hope you liked him because he will be
We'll
here
see.
more often.
We'll see how
no,
you know
we'll
if the
see.
check is in the mail.
Oh.
My people will contact your people.
And they'll make me sign the NDA.
That NDA is on its way.
Well, thank you, you guys, so much for being here and listening. It was very fun. I had a great time. I love spending time with you, and I love spending time with you.
I love you very much.
Disgusting. But I'll have some more stories next week. It'll be exciting. It'll be a great time, and I can't wait to see you then. Bye-bye.
Follow, like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your enemies. We're here.
Bye-bye.